Hi, welcome back everyone to Political Playtime with John.
Yo.
And my name is Lou. Today, as promised, we're going to talk about the deep state. And you have some things to say about freedom of the press?
Yeah, remember how, well, we'll start with Trump saying that the press is the enemy of the people. I've heard that before somewhere, but I can't remember where. And in some cases, he could be right.
What every dictator has ever said.
Yeah. In some cases, but
fascist, communist, whatever.
His version of the press is the enemy of the people is when they don't agree with him.
Or they're not kissing the
Or they're not kissing his ass. That's his version. But, yeah,
let me just say this for any MAG, if any MAGA's watching. Because do you remember MAGA's when Trump said that about Fox News? They're no longer working for us. And a lot of you left Fox News and went to Newsmax. Yeah. Because of him saying that. Because Fox News needs to kiss his ass 24/7. Whenever they'd say something he didn't like.
So what happens is when these news organizations, they'll tell you a story of what happened. Okay, it happened. But they'll skew it in a certain way. They won't tell you the complete truth a lot of times. And so you really don't know if it's...
Because they have to cater to their audience.
They have to cater to their bosses.
Again, let me go back to what I just said. What did Trump say about Fox News?
Yeah.
As many as were on there kissing his ass.
Yeah.
But if they said something he didn't like,
yeah,
that's it.
It's really... But yeah, they'll outright... Some of these guys will outright lie. When you really didn't, you look at back in when Brinkley and all these other guys and
the serious people,
the real reporters,
when there were adults in the room,
yeah, when there were adults in the room. Not only that, when the news department was separate from the rest of the company,
and it wasn't even profitable.
It wasn't even profitable, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
It was basically a public service.
Now it's exactly, which is no longer a public service. So from there we can go to press freedom.
Should we thank Ted Turner for that?
Oh, we can. He started some of it, yeah.
On CNN?
Yeah, CNN. Yeah, entertainment. But anyway, the Reporters Without Border puts out a yearly index of press freedom. And for the global score here, you go on the map, you look at Asia, and it's mostly red.
Which explain what that means, the red.
The red means you're less free. Less free.
You're lower on the list.
Exactly, you're lower on the list. Now,
shocker.
The top 10.
When you say top 10, do you mean the top worst or the top
best?
The
freest.
Okay, yeah, just make sure you clarify that because someone could might think you mean the worst 10.
The freest.
The freest 10 countries.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the top 10, top 9 are in Europe.
Before you mention anything, a lot of Americans are going to go, well, U.S. number 1.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, U.S. is number 1, the freest press in the world. Because there's this illusion with a lot of Americans that
they're going to be in for a surprise.
The United States, we have food, we have cars, we have freedom, we have all these freedoms. The rest of the world has nothing. I remember that lady I knew from Kentucky. She thought people around the world were eating rats.
Oh yeah, well some people do.
But she's from Kentucky.
Yeah, which isn't saying much. I mean, Kentucky, you know, it's...
But if I asked her, here's a map. Find Europe. Find Europe. You're popping a beer.
I'm popping a beer, yes.
You couldn't do this before. Do you have to go take a piss or a crap too?
No, but I'm going to pet the cat. Oh, yeah, I'll be...
Okay, I don't know how much time you want to waste here.
I like wasting time. But anyway, this is quick.
But people don't want to sit here listening to you pop.
Well, we're providing entertainment. So anyway, the best top 10 are in Europe, and the other one is in Asia, I guess you can call it. I don't know if there's...
Well, anyway, just say the names.
Here they go. Here they are in order. Norway, Ireland, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Lithuania, Estonia, Portugal. Number 10, Timor-Leste, which was once a colony of Portugal. Now,
so read off the top 10 again. Read them off again in case
Norway, Ireland, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Lithuania, Estonia, Portugal, and Timor-Leste. Those are
Those
top
are
10.
the top 10 with the most freedom of the press.
Exactly. Exactamundo, yeah.
Where there's more freedom of the press. The United States did not make that top 10 list.
Actually, the United States, yeah, I mean, if at 45th,
45th.
45th, okay? Right between Tonga and Gambia, a couple of high-quality countries. Italy was 41.
Italy, 41.
41, yeah. Italy at 41, Spain at 36, Taiwan 35. If you
And
look,
where is our friend China? China.
oh, China, second from last.
Second from last in freedom of the press.
Which was kind of surprising. I expect them to be up, you know, maybe at least 3 more.
Where are our friends Russia that Donald Trump loves so much?
Oh, no.
Where does Russia rank?
Let's go to North Korea.
Okay, we know they got to be last.
They're at number 180. They're the last.
Last. Okay, that's I think. Well, not everybody, because a lot of people don't even know anything. Don't
Right,
pay
exactly.
attention. But anybody who does would think. If you ask them, guess who would you guess? They'd probably say, all right, North Korea maybe.
Yeah, China is right above North Korea.
North Korea is the next to last worst country in freedom of the press.
Yeah. And then Vietnam above China.
Vietnam surprises me a little bit being that low.
Yeah, Iran
as they've
right above that at 177.
Iran, that's not a shocker.
Cuba 172. That's not a shocker.
That's not a
either.
shocker.
Saudi Arabia 170.
Not a shocker.
Turkey 165.
Not a shocker either.
Russia 164.
So Russia.
Right above Turkey.
So Trump and your MAGAs, who now you love Russia so much, Russia is ranked what number in freedom of the press?
164th.
164th in the world in freedom of the press. So when you talk about freedoms and you love this, but you now love Russia because Donald Trump kisses up to Putin and loves Russia, there you go. So maybe we should implant the Russian system here. As a matter of fact, we should try to work our way up from 45th? Try to work our way up from 45th.
Yeah, good luck with that. I don't think that's going to happen. It might even get worse. Now, where else can we go?
Listen, we can read off stats about the United States all day long where a lot of Americans would think, oh, we're number one in that. Oh, we're number one in that.
We're
oh,
what?
we're number one. No, we're not. We're number one in 2 things.
War?
No, that's not a statistic. We're number one in 2 things. Military spending,
Yep.
military might, and incarcerating citizens.
Yep.
We're number one in those 2. We are definitely number one.
At least we're
Factually,
good
we
for
are ranked
something.
number 1 in those 2 statistics.
Yeah, we've got more
when it
people
comes to
in jail.
health care, quality of life,
37th healthcare.
child mortality, so many quality of life. We're not number 1 in any of those in this country.
Even literacy, we're not even number
Not
one
even
in
literacy, we're not number 1.
And that's dropping.
So for Americans that, wrap themselves in that flag or have that shirt that's an American flag, we're not number 1 in any of those things.
Yeah, another surprising one, Greece, 107th.
In freedom of the press?
Yeah, 107th.
107?
Right between Thailand and Indonesia.
Greece.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That one,
Hell,
to me, that's got to be one of the more shocking ones.
yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Greece. Wow.
Haiti's at 99th. Israel's at 97th.
Yes, I accept that. That doesn't shock me.
That doesn't shock me at all either.
Oh no, Israel should be number 1. Of course it should.
Hell, Brazil does better than than Israel.
Than Israel.
Yeah.
Wow. But
Yeah.
Greece, man, what 107th?
107th. Yeah, 107th. That's what makes no sense.
All right, can we talk about the deep state?
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's talk about that. You know how a lot of these conspiracy theorists, there are these outside forces that are the ones really running the country, right?
Yep.
The Hollywood elites,
Oh.
eating babies,
Well,
and drinking their blood.
and didn't Hillary have a
Pizzagate.
kid thing of pizza? Yeah.
Trafficking children at the back of a pizza
Yeah,
restaurant.
that's great.
Because that's the business model. I guess that works. But they are right. They are right. There are forces that really are the ones that run this country. That they are correct
No,
about.
100%.
But to say it's the people drinking children's blood and harvesting their
Their organs.
harvesting their organs. Okay.
That's Looney
what?
Tune material.
For those people that's what you believe, please go get mental health get on medications or, or straitjacket, whatever, because you're a lunatic.
You need to be put in the rubber room.
You know who really runs things? Because you are right about other forces. It's not these people we vote for that are running everything.
No.
It's
their
those
owners.
corporations
It's their owners.
that spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to influence these people.
Yeah.
Industries like the pharmaceutical industry that spends multi hundreds of millions of dollars a year to influence these people. So when you say there are outside forces that are really the ones in control, you're right.
There are. Yeah.
The issue I have with these people, you're the same people. If you had any brains, you'd know. The ones that are throwing money at these representatives, these senators, these congressmen, presidential campaigns, everything, they're doing it to get a return on their investment.
And they're getting it.
Of course they are. What gets to me is these are a lot of the same people that talk about deregulating corporations, tax cuts to corporations.
Yep.
So if you believe there's an outside force that really has a lot of influence over everything, you're right. It's certain industries, the military-industrial complex, pharmaceutical industry, so many, the insurance industry.
Another one.
These are the ones that are running things because these are the ones that are throwing, in total, billions of dollars, in total.
How did the insurance industry take over healthcare?
Yeah, but my question is...
They let them.
Isn't this a fair question to those people? That you have these theories that others are running things? Yes, it's corporations and industries. But you're the same people that want to deregulate to benefit them.
Yeah.
You believe in cutting them not paying taxes. You're cutting their taxes to these corporations.
And don't forget, corporations are people.
You're in support of the corporations, but then it's the corporations are the ones that are throwing money at government officials to buy them.
Yeah.
So you're spinning your wheels here with child eaters and bloodsuckers and a Hollywood elite. Yes, the people in Hollywood, the Hollywood elite are running this country. Really? Really? That's who runs the country? It's not the pharmaceutical industry that I think is what it is. They're the ones that throw the most money.
I think the most lobbyists.
Most lobbyists.
Yeah.
No, it's not them. It's the Hollywood elites. It's Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton and her clan of trafficking children. They're running this country secretly.
Yeah.
Not the pharmaceutical industry. The military-industrial complex. That make billions. These companies make billions of dollars.
Look at the money they're making now.
As a whole, all of them together spend billions of dollars, throwing billions of dollars on lobbyists, throwing money at these people. They're the ones that are controlling.
And with the military-industrial complex, there's there are one right here or two, but there's not enough people in Congress that said, okay, enough of this crap.
Nope.
They haven't found a war they didn't like. They haven't found a weapon they didn't like.
It's not just that. There's a bigger issue with the military spending. This is the thing. There is so much price gouging. We already know this. There's a 60-minute documentary I saw with people that worked for the government. They were negotiators.
That's never been a secret.
There's been consolidation in so many of these companies.
Yeah.
They've monopolized certain things the government needs. You should watch this. Go on YouTube, look it up. What the government used to pay for something before, what they pay for the same thing today. So the United States government could actually buy the same things they're buying right now and spend a lot less money by doing away with this price gouging, investigating these companies, putting price caps on them. But no, you crazy conspiracy theorists, you want corporations to not get taxed, to not do this, no, deregulate so they don't, to save them money. But then you say there's outside forces that are running everything. Yes, it's them. It's them. Let's use common sense here. If there are outside forces that have so much influence in our government, is it the Hollywood elite? Or is it all these industries and corporations that throw billions of dollars at leaders through lobbyists.
Yeah, you look at Congress, and you go through and see where their donors came from.
No, but it's not them.
No.
It's Hillary Clinton and these clans of people that are.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, you say something, because I'm so aggravated right now. I need a break.
I forgot what I was going to say.
The amount of stupidity. The amount of stupidity it's beyond belief. I'm going to repeat this. If you believe there's an outside forces that are the ones that are really in control, look at the outside forces that are throwing billions of dollars with lobbyists at the people you vote for. You think maybe it's them, or are you still convinced it's these liberal, left-wing liberals that are trafficking children and drinking their blood?
But these people that come up with this shit, they're too stupid to go to all of Congress. Check out everybody's campaign donations, and you can see where they get all their money. And the Hollywood elites are not the biggest donors.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
The biggest donors, of course, have to be the military-industrial complex, because Congress...
That's like saying Rupert Murdoch runs the country.
Yeah. When Congress tells the military...
He'll throw money at him, but no, he doesn't run the country.
When Congress tells the military they have to buy this plane or this train, or this tank, and the military goes, but we don't need it or we don't want it, it's a piece of garbage.
Doesn't matter.
And they go, you got to buy them anyway. What does that tell you?
And you know, the thing is, we have to make something clear too. We're talking at the federal level.
Yeah.
This happens at the local level.
Oh, it's corrupt all the way
through. There's a project that needs to be built in a city. Oh, and who got that project?
Somebody's brother-in-law.
Who got that project?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like the guy of Miami, the former Miami mayor.
Suarez. I think it's Suarez.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Miami's like nothing but corruption. I think they need to grab Miami and move it to Latin America. So, just move it. Just grab the whole thing, take it, and move it to Latin America. Because Miami government has been corrupt forever. Ever. It's a third world country. Just move it over there and make a country out of it.
Yeah, it's always been corrupt. I mean, well, not always, but the past 30, 40 years, the corruption has really set in over there.
And it's rampant. I mean, it's like ridiculous. But so again, to you, conspiracy theorists. It's the Hollywood elites and the Jewish bankers and Mary Poppins. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just they can make up anything, right? They could make up anything. How about using your head and using facts? It's who's throwing money. Because money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, facts don't matter to these people.
Money talks, bullshit walks. The Hollywood elites and the bloodsuckers and trafficking children and sacrificing children, that is bullshit. Fact is, it's major industries in this country and corporations that spend combined billions of dollars with lobbyists to manipulate everything to their benefit.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay? That actually makes sense because we know what happens. It's factual. We can even see the money they spend. You can look it up.
Yeah, it's all public record.
You can look it up and see the money they throw out there. When you have corporations like the oil industry, for example, certain companies.
That's another big one.
There's an election, a Democrat versus Republican. I'm sure a lot of Republicans say, oh, they're going to give all the money to the Republican. No, you know what they do a lot of times? They give money to both.
To both.
Why would you give money to both? Because somebody has to win. So whoever wins, if I make a phone call, you answer the phone.
You know what would stop that? Public funding of elections.
That's not going to happen.
Of course it's not going to happen. Because neither the Democrats nor the Republicans are willing to go that way, like they do in other countries.
We can talk about making Election Day a holiday.
Yeah.
So working people, they can't take off work.
Or a Saturday.
Yeah, or Saturday. We can talk about term limits. Oh, these people can talk about all this shit. It's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
Why is Election Day on a Tuesday? Really?
In so many countries, it's a holiday or it's on a weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So because they want to make sure everybody can get there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I had this asshole on Twitter about 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, well, who can't go vote on a Tuesday? You know what, man? There are people who have 2 jobs. They go from one job to another, you know, because they're not going to... Of course, now it's easier by mail, whatever, but you guys want to do away with that, right? Because vote by mail is not legit unless my guy wins. Then it's okay. But if my guy loses, oh, it was the vote by mail thing.
Yeah.
What was that? There's always an excuse why your guy loses,
Yeah.
right? Because your guy can't lose. But man, these conspiracy theorists, yeah, you guys are right in one way. There are forces running things, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, there are. But it's the ones throwing money out there, not your delusional beliefs. Because there was this stretch on TV where all these vampire shows on and stuff like that. I think maybe you guys got hooked on that.
Well, Herschel Walker probably helped too.
Oh, Herschel Walker.
With his vampires and werewolves.
Vampires and werewolves. Yeah, that's a guy that was running for Senate in Georgia, who was talking about vampires and werewolves. You know, and somebody's going to say, you're an asshole, you're this, you're that. Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what, I'll just call it out. If you think you know shit about who's really running this country, no, you know what? I think I do, because I can look it up and see the money they're throwing out there for influence. You believe it's Hollywood elites running this country.
Yep.
And the Jewish bankers. And, yeah, Marjorie Taylor, Jewish space lasers started the California wildfires. Of course, right down that line of absolute stupidity. Absolute stupidity.
Yeah.
The Jewish space lasers.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, now we're going to see, because now with Hamas attacking Israel, let's see if they have those space lasers.
Yeah. Oh,
If Israel has the space lasers she was talking about, I don't know.
That's another thing with on the news. It's the poor Israelis are getting attacked by a bunch of terrorists. The Israelis have fucked the Palestinians for years.
Yeah, that's a cluster. You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't even want to get
expect?
at that, because we can be talking about this in our ancestors for the next 300 years.
Oh yeah, because that's never going to be resolved.
It's not going to work. And you know what? Thank you too for religion.
Oh yeah.
Religion,
Yeah.
because religion unites us.
Yeah,
and if
sure
you're
does.
not united with us, or you're different than us, then we need to kill you.
Yeah.
That's what religion has done throughout history.
Let's go back to the press freedom. This is a little tidbit. The U.S. is at 45. Last year, it was at 42. It went down 3 points in press freedom.
Well, look at Donald Trump, the former president. All right, so let's start here. What did he say if he becomes president? He's going to go after MSNBC and the parent company Comcast. Mm-hmm. So he's going to go after networks that don't kiss the ring.
Of course.
He's not going to go after networks that are right-wing networks that kiss up to him, right? Only the networks that don't kiss up to him. Gee, has that ever happened in the history of any of the world? Yeah.
Maybe.
In every dictatorship there is. In every dictatorship that exists. Left-wing, right-wing, doesn't matter. Right? Because a dictator's first and foremost, the main goal is this: stay in power. That's it.
Stay in power and keep the people
Stay in power. If my people suffer, whatever, fuck them. I have to stay in power. Right, Kim? Right, Kim?
Little Rocket Man.
Kimmy?
Yeah, of course.
Kimmy.
Well, you got to
shooting off those rockets.
You got to give them one thing.
We ought to hire them to come to the United States on 4th of July, so they can shoot their rockets off here.
Yeah. You got to give him one thing. He eats well.
He's the only fat guy in North Korea, for Christ's sake.
He's the only one in North Korea that eats well.
Exactly. All right, folks, so you know what? For those conspiracy theorists, what you think who really runs the country, think about it. If Hollywood elites are the ones with the power, or if it's industry and corporations that spend billions of dollars to influence government officials, maybe it's them. Maybe it's them. Make more sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Think. And from John and Lou, thanks so much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, or leave a comment. We appreciate the support. We'll see you again soon.